There you go, thank you. Hello everyone, and good afternoon or early evening to everyone, and thank you for attending our annual Student Art Exhibition. We're going to start our award ceremony, and before I say any more words today, I first would like to welcome our department chair, Dr. Amy Edwards, the chair of the Visual and Performing Arts Department, who will say a few words.
Good evening. That sun is just making you so hot. I know, right? We're thinking tropical beach right now. Tropical beach, how's that sun? Beautiful. Welcome all. I'd like to first say congratulations and thank you to our art students at Oxnard College. Are you an art student? Raise your hands. Let's give them a hand. Your work is incredible. Incredible. I'd also like to take a moment just to thank and also congratulate our faculty, our art faculty, Christine Morla, Dr. Reiner Mack, Ian Pines, and those who are not here with us tonight, Jackie Cavish, Kinda Brennan, and Ichiro Iri. Okay. Let's get to the award winner, shall we? Is that where we're moving next? I think so. Okay.
Thank you, Amy.
So sorry.
Just wanted to start off by talking a little bit about the gallery and the art show. And for those of you who are attending our art show for the first time, the annual student show features work by OC students who were enrolled in visual arts courses this year. Most of our students take art to either fulfill a requirement or to refine their skills or even just for curiosity. This exhibition is a reflection of their development as well as their individual personal expression. While art can be a fun course to take, I believe it also takes courage and discipline to do well in these classes. The exhibit this year stands out to me in that many of our students have considered and responded to what is currently happening in the world today. I'm proud that our students consider current affairs and what's impacting all of us in their work. So congratulations to all our fellow artists. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to introduce our guest juror, Paul Benavides. Paul received his MFA from Vermont Studio and is a multidisciplinary artist who lives in Fillmore, California. He created an artist residency called the Black Stallion Studio Community Arts Center at the Fillmore Equestrian Center from November 2013 to May 2017. He was a consultant and special projects manager for the City of Fillmore's operation of the Equestrian Center and the Black Stallion Studio. Benavides was integral in forming the City of Fillmore Arts Commission and is now one of its commissioners. He is the lead artist for the Lions Centennial Mural Project. During his tenure at the Black Stallion Studio, Benavides held numerous cultural events for the community of Fillmore. Currently, he is an advisor for the cultural project titled The Land of Light. The Land of Light is a collaboration with Fillmore High School Leo's Club students, CalArts Video and Film BFA MFA students, and the Santa Paula Art Museum Michelle Glass director. Benavides is in the City of Ventura Municipal Art Collection. At this time, I'd like to invite Paul to say a few words.
First, for those who didn't get any awards, that is not an issue. Art making is many things. It's fun, but you just persevere and keep making art, and if that's what you want to do. And I wrote this thing. I wanted to kind of put a perspective on. Can you guys hear me? We should do it in there. But anyway, so arguably, art is at the leading edge of human thought and culture. I think most people agree with that. The student's desire to create art, which can be alluded to a calling or summons. You guys know what that means, right? A calling or a summons, it's not about making money, okay? It's a calling, like a priest or whatever, God. And ashram kind of a thing. But it's a profound desire if it, in truth, leads to human thought and culture, or leads human thought and culture forward into the future. Does that make sense? No other species creates art. Other species create technology. Everybody's seen ants build bridges, right? Over poison. So no creature creates art except us. But the institution of art, I mean, I could argue that it's corrupt. Just like the other human institutions. I'm going to tell you why. If art is realized thought and the ability of the associative cargo, and by that, you guys, I don't know if you understand that, but the realized thought, that you're realizing your thought, and you're using materials, and in this case, art critic Robert Hughes uses the term cargo, but it's materials, right? So you have an idea, you want to realize it, so you gather up materials, and you create an art form, right? And so, which is a realization of the thought that you had. And anyway, but now, in the context of the Anthropocene, does everybody know what the Anthropocene is? Anybody? Wendy? Where's Wendy? Oh yeah, you know what the Anthropocene is, correct?
Sorry, can barely hear you.
Hold the mic a little closer.
You know what the Anthropocene is. Anyway, so in the context of the Anthropocene, which is the beginning epoch, where human technological activities have detrimentally altered Earth's life support system, then art, like other human institutions, has failed life miserably if we are in this new epoch that has affected where human beings, their activities, their technological activities have affected the ecosystem, the climate. Everybody knows about climate change. The Earth is heating up, okay? So in that context, art has not helped us, Does that make sense? So anyway, let me go on here. So life on planet Earth is experiencing the sixth mass extinction of plants and animals of the last 500 million years. It is an existential threat of incredible magnitude. Everybody knows what existential threat means, right? And it is caused specifically by human activity of the current living 6 American generations. The current 6 living generations, American generations, and Western culture, but by and large American, because America is a leading world power, and we have led the path to the Anthropocene with our profligate ways. I hope that makes sense. So if art leads human culture, but it is failing to preserve even itself in the context of the Anthropocene, then what good is it? Does that make any sense? So anyway, for students and artists and aesthetes and everyone attached to what we do, think critically about yourself as an artist. Ask yourself questions like, what is driving my desire to create art? What is my artistic purpose? What is the corruption influencing my art making? And take time to Google the 10 cognitive
behavioral disorders and study those. So, speaking to the students especially, but the parents and everybody. Find out what these cognitive disorders are, because they are hugely a part of why we are where we are today. And it's all neural networks. Anyway, so if me and my family, if you, if us and our families, and all our friends, as well as all life on planet Earth, are on the list of the 6th mass extinction of the last 500 million years, and this is due to human activity, which is us, more importantly the ruling class, they set the model. How can or how can we, as creative artists, influence human thought and culture to help preserve life and the unique ability of art making? Because if we go extinct, it's all gone. Everything's gone. We actually create the universe with our consciousness. So anyway, you have, as artists, the opportunity to be the artification of life and the de-artification of life's obstacles on your home planet, which Carl Sagan refers to, or has called the pale blue dot. And everybody knows what the pale blue dot is, right? No? The Viking, the Voyager or Viking? It was Viking. The Viking probes, you know about that? And Carl Sagan ordered, after the Viking probes left our solar system, he somehow was able to convince the NASA hierarchy to turn the cameras around and take a picture of planet Earth from outside the solar system.